Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about hyperpigmentation and how to cure hyperpigmentation. There are different reasons why hyperpigmentations appear on the face, especially for the skin of color, the darker skin tones, and I'm going to be talking about how to cure them at home and what all you can use on the face to reduce that, melanin formation in particular area. The first part is, what is hyperpigmentation? Hyperpigmentation appears on the face especially for the skin of color or the darker skin tones who have high number of melanocytes on their skin. These melanocytes get triggered by the external stressors or else the high alarming ingredients onto the skin, and that triggers the melanin production. This is known as melanogenesis. And in the melanogenesis, you can see that the melanocytes produce a lot of melanin. It is going out of the actual amount of melanin that it's supposed to produce on the skin, and there is the hyperpigmentation mark because it appears to be more darker. The hyperpigmentation can be characterized in 3 different steps. First one is age spots, then is melasma, then is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation mark. First is the age spots that appears due to the aging of the skin. Where the melanin production is not regulated well, you see the age spots. Then comes the melasma. Melasma is a very hormonal and genetic condition. Due to the irregulation of the hormones, estrogens, there can be problems with the melanin production, and that is directly linked, which can cause the pigmentation. I have made a whole video about melasma, so I have mentioned it in the description below. Make sure that you check it out and you will understand how does the melasma work. The next one is now the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation mark. Now, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation mark appears after the skin trauma, that is acne, scars, or else, some major damage to the skin. Over there, you can see like a black patch. This appears only for the darker skin types. It's usually more prominent. The hyperpigmentation problem is more prominent in the darker skin type than in the Caucasian skin type. So darker skin types needs to be very vigilant and very careful while selecting any skincare for themselves. So now to the part, how to cure the hyperpigmentation onto the skin for darker skin tones. The first one is supposed to be the prevention. In the prevention, you're gonna apply the proper sunscreens and the right skincare ingredients for the skin of color. The prevention is very important. It's like said that prevention is better than cure. So in the prevention, you're gonna protect your skin from the UV radiations that are the major cause of triggering the melanocytes onto the skin. The UV radiations are very powerful in today's world. So depletion of ozone layer is letting all the UV radiation touch the surface of the earth. The UVA and UVB are the major cause for the triggering of the melasma. These 2 UV radiations are very dangerous as it can lead to more hyperpigmentation. So UV protection, that is SPF 50+++, 4 pluses with high protection, is very good for the skin of color. Then comes the gentle skincare products, because skin of color cannot tolerate to a lot of, higher concentrations of glycolic acid or to the AHAs, that is lactic acid. But mandelic acid is okay, but you need to be very careful while selecting higher concentrations, because higher concentrations of any ingredient can trigger your melanocytes. Due to this reason, you need to be very careful about selecting any skincare product onto the skin, and that is very essential when you have to do that for the skin of color. Then to the part where we can use the topical treatments. Now, topical treatments are the creams, the serums that you can apply. The major ingredients that can help with the hyperpigmentation is vitamin C, as it helps with the sun damage as well as for the collagen production, antioxidant properties. So there are different types of vitamin C's. There is ascorbic acid, which is the pure form. It is known as L-ascorbic acid. And then there is the 3-ethylascorbic acid, that is also another form of vitamin C. It's much more stable in presence of light. L-ascorbic acid is unstable and it can turn yellow and it can lose its efficiency ASAP. But when it comes to 3-ethylascorbic acid, it is much stable as compared to L-ascorbic acid, and it's much more gentler and it doesn't, cause irritation for the sensitive skin type. So 3-ethylascorbic acid with the concentration around 10 to 5%, 5% if you're a beginner and 10% if you have been using the vitamin C serum for a longer time, then you can use the 3-ethylascorbic acid for curing the hyperpigmentation. Then comes the different types of retinoids. If you're new to vitamin A world, always start with retinols and then you can switch to retinal or tretinoin. Tretinoin is something that is prescribed, so you need to have like a proper doctor's prescription for that. You just can't go and purchase it and then apply it onto your skin. But if you're new to vitamin A, always starts with retinols. If you are skin of color, you should have the retinol concentration that is 0.2 or 0.3. In worst case, you can have like 0.5. It can be like higher as 0.5, but not more than that. 1% retinol is not made for skin of color, so please don't use it because it can trigger your skin. Then comes to the retinols. Now, retinols are more potent as compared to the retinols, and they are more stable. They kind of show results with the fine lines, even with reduction of the crow's feet. So these are really good ingredients when you want to incorporate vitamin A. Retinols for the beginners, retinols for the pro levels, and for the experts it's going to be tretinoin with the concentration 0.05 if you are below 35 years old, and if you are above 35 and you want more potent action onto the skin, then 0.05% of tretinoin works the best for you. Then comes the azelaic acid. I mean, everyone knows about azelaic acid. In 10% you can get it into the counters, skincare counters, but if you want like 15% of azelaic acid, it is a prescription drug. Azelaic acid helps with the regulation of proper sebum and helps in the reduction of the melanin into the skin. It can be used for the acne treatment as it helps with the sebum regulation, and it can also be used for the people who have skin of color and who are suffering from sun damage. So azelaic acid can help you bring back that healthy skin barrier. It also reduces the enlarged pores onto the skin when used for a longer duration of time, and it really helps with the improvement of the complexion and also for the uneven skin tone. Then is the kojic acid, very popular ingredient. A lot of people talk about it. Kojic acid is great, but as a solo ingredient, it doesn't really help with your skin. It is well tolerated by sensitive skin types and also the darker skin types, but as a solo ingredient, it doesn't do a very good job. But if you take niacinamide, now niacinamide is an all-rounder ingredient. It helps with collagen production. It helps with improving the skin tone. Uneven skin tones are improved. Even the darker skin tones and the hyperpigmentation marks are reduced. So with kojic acid, you can use niacinamide together to make a nice blend and get the best results. Kojic acid, as I said, is not a good solo ingredient, but with the help of vitamin C, with tretinoin, or with niacinamide, it becomes like a very powerful agent, and it helps to reduce the melanin production on the hyperpigmentation area. So these all were the ways how you can use it for the topical treatment. Next is the professional treatments. There are different types of chemical peels out there, TCA peels and also mandelic acid peels. Now these peels should be done under the professional invigilation. They apply and then you have to do a proper aftercare. It is around like 1 week that you have to take care of your skin, and then you can see the results and improvement in the reduction of the fine lines as well as pigmentation marks. So what does this chemical peel do? It actually sits on the skin and it removes the top layer of your skin. That is how the peeling happens. You can see the peeling is like happening. This peeling is removing the unwanted top layer of the skin, the dead skin cells. It can be like the damaged skin cells which are on the top layer because of the external stresses. So these gets removed, and this process becomes really good because the new skin cells start to come on the top layer, and these new skin cells start to lighten up the pigmentation because the pigmentation is appearing into the deeper layers of the skin. It is almost touching the dermis. So now you have to get rid of that stratum corneum layer, and then the new skin cells are coming on the top layer, and then the pigmentation is getting reduced. Remember, at home, I've seen a lot of YouTubers doing that TCA peel at home. But if you are a darker skin tone, please don't do this at home. You need a professional help because you are a darker skin tone, and darker skin tone people have high number of melanocytes on their skin. And melanocytes can easily be triggered even with a scratch and a burn. So having a chemical treatment done at home for darker skin types, now that's gonna be really alarming because it can really damage the skin and probably lead to more hyperpigmentation. Then there is laser treatment. Now laser treatment has been like the hot topic in my channel. Everyone asks me about the laser treatments. Laser treatments are not gonna be opt for you if something else is working for you, like the topical treatments are showing benefits on your skin, then you don't need to go through the laser treatment. But still, if you're desperate, you want like instant results, you need to understand that the laser treatment is expensive, it takes time to heal, and you have to do a lot of aftercare getting the treatment done, because treatment itself is a bit painful sometimes. And even there are like precursor lasers which like removes the pigmentation, it bounces the pigmentation out of the skin. There are different laser treatments, but the aftercare, the money, the investment is too high to even be very punctual with it. One laser treatment won't show you the results. You need to go for like 5 to 6 sessions to see some really good results. One laser treatment and then you're expecting, oh, I'm not getting any results. It doesn't work like that. Laser treatments needs also patience, and it is a bit painful because sometimes you need to apply numbing cream onto the skin. In my personal opinion, if you really want to take laser treatment, it means that you want instant results, and yes, you can get instant results with laser treatment. But the topical treatments do take time. It needs like 4 months, 5 months of time ahead to show the improvement onto the skin. The next one is the gentle skincare practice. As I said, that you need to be very careful with what exfoliation that you're doing. The gentle exfoliants like the chemical exfoliants are better as compared to the physical exfoliants. Physical exfoliants can be like the granules, the coffee granules and the oil treatments and everything mixed together, harshly rubbing the exfoliation. That is wrong, because that leads to micro tears onto the skin, and that can lead to hyperpigmentation. The micro tears can touch the melanocytes, and that can get triggered and form melanin. The next one is to always moisturize your skin and always protect with the proper sun protection. It is the must. You cannot avoid sun. If you are dark skin type, you live in a hot place, there is always exposure of sun. You need to protect yourself from the sun. There is no escape for that. If you see that none of the topical treatments are working for you when you're trying it at home, and you have tried like numerous products in the right concentrations and you still see that something is just not right, I would suggest to have a doctor consultation once, because the doctors can tailor your skincare formulations, tailor your skincare routine, and then they can tell you like what ingredient to apply when, and that can be really helpful if you really want to get rid of hyperpigmentation. Doctors know what they are doing, and they do suggest you the best skincare. So do ask doctors if you want some proper skincare, and for one particular condition like hyperpigmentation targeting, then the doctors will tell you stepwise what is the right skincare for you. In conclusion, I can say that the hyperpigmentation is a type of skin condition which can be reversed and can be brought back to non-pigmented skin. But you need to be patient, you need to be consulting your doctors, you need to always have like a proper tailored skincare routine rather than just trying anything out there in the market. It is very essential to keep in touch with your doctors, constantly showing your skin. Skin is the biggest organ in our body, and we need to take care of it as much as we can. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, make sure that you share this video with your friends, and also write down in the comment section below what video should I make next. Thank you very much for watching again, guys. I will see you soon in another video. Take care and bye.